And what is up, everybody? Jeremy here, and we have another Starfield shipbuilding video coming at you. Today we have the S201 Sentry, part of this freighter series that every time I try to build a freighter, I end up making a fighter. But anyway, if you like this build, you can find all the parts that we use in this build found in a Google Sheet, which is linked in the description below. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well, as everything does help out. Let's get to the build. This is a glitched ship as well, and you can check out a guide that goes through all the glitches that we like to use, a lot of examples of how we can use them. But yeah, so this is, just go separate it. That's it. Let's just separate them. Each side is essentially the same, so I'll just try to see if I can get one perfectly out here, so we can work with that. Yeah. All right. So we can go with this guy. Let's see. So we got the port side, starboard side, and our middle sections. Nice. All right. So we're gonna start with the middle. Gonna move this to the back. We're gonna bring over our first piece, which is the L20 LD landing bay. On top of that, we're going to bring over the Hope Tech companionway, fuselage A. On top of that, or attached to it already, it'll be 2 Vanguard Obliterator auto projectors. To the front, we're going to bring the Armstrong 10 cockpit. Behind the landing bay, we're going to bring over the 110 DP Docker. Behind the Hope Tech companionway, we're going to bring over the Nova Galactic all-in-one berth. And then we move this to the side. We're going to bring on top of the Nova Galactic all-in-one berth, we have the Nova Galactic control stations, and attached to the sides of these we have 2 Nova thruster arrays. Yeah, that's just aesthetic. Right behind the 110 DP Docker, we're going to bring over the Lander 11, and behind that we have the Deimos belly and its aft orientation. And then behind that we're going to bring over, well, actually, let me see how I'm going to do this. We are going to bring these guys out. Right, and then I'm just going to duplicate one of these for now and just attach it, or try to attach it to this. Alright, cool. And then I'm going to move these 3 guys out, because what you have here is 2 SAL 6830 engines. So yeah, I merged this in together, and I'll show you how to do that in a bit, but I mean the technique. But I merged 2 of these together, and I'm currently working at the Star Yard, or the landing pad with Shipbuilder, and I don't have access to duplicate these. So I only have 2 of them here, so I'm just gonna keep them attached, and I'm able to move it around this way. Oh, we also have a shield generator. So here, that's the whole middle section. So to make this middle section work, so yeah, imagine that I actually purchased multiple of these, brought it to the Star Yard, or landing pad with Shipbuilder, and just merged 2 together, and then deleted the rest. Alright, so just imagine doing it that way. And you could get that from Hopetown or Stroud Eklund. So what I will do here is I'm just going to take this, and to move it, so yeah, the reason why I decided, alright, I already have it attached together, I'm just going to grab all 3 of them and move it over. So that's how I'm going to keep these in this current situation. But yeah, you need 2 of them for this build. Nova Cowling 1LTF. We're going to use the flip glitch to move this in to right here. So the rules for the flip glitch is: 1, you need to have the module already in the work area. 2, you need to have a free and available snapping point. And 3, you need to be able to flip it. So I'm tapping Z on the keyboard to flip it. So bring it in, flip once or twice. Cancel the movement by tapping Escape or Tab, and double click, make sure everything is connected, and everything is. So I'm going to show that on how to do that on controller real quick. For those on console. So you're going to select the piece by tapping A, move it over, tap Y once and twice to flip it, then tap B to cancel the movement, tap LB, make sure everything's connected, and it is. Perfect. Alright, now let's get into glitching all these other pieces, and fortunately here we have the ability to what? We have the ability to duplicate these items because we have a bunch of these. So yeah, so all these pieces, with the exception of these two, will be flipped in. Well, will be glitched in. So we're using the we'll be using today duplication buddy glitch. All right, so one, I need to have this up once so I can be able to duplicate some things down. I'm gonna bring this over, and then so I can start lining it up to be merged. I wonder if I can do this. I wonder if I can just do both of them at the same time. Let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. So I'm gonna get a buddy. So this is duplication buddy glitch, and this is the floating version. So what I'm gonna do is duplicate two of these, and what I want to do is force these guys to go down. And yeah, so duplication buddy glitch, or any duplication glitch, is one, you need to be able to duplicate the item, the module at the star yard that you're in. So I can purchase these here, so that means at the specific star yard, so I can duplicate as many times as I want. I can't purchase these there, and that means I only have two available to work with. So if I delete one, I could duplicate it, but that means I can only duplicate it once. So that doesn't work. I need to be able to duplicate it at least twice if I want to merge at least these engines together. So that's what's going to work. And then 3, your snapping buddy, it needs to have a top and snapping point. It could be any module you want. So what I'm going to do is shift-click drag both these pieces and shift-click drag the bottom, duplicate it down, duplicate it once, perfect, then click this, shift-click drag the grab drive, and shift-click drag the bottom piece, duplicate it down. Cool, duplicated both at the same time. Now with the controller, the next piece I'm going to duplicate is this. What you need to do is, with a controller, is select the module by tapping RB. So you can select multiple modules there, right? So I'm only doing the shield, so I'm going to select the shield and select my buddy and tap Y. Let me just move it around. Tap Y, make sure the cursor is above the module. Tap Y to duplicate it, and it didn't duplicate. So let me see. Let me just delete some of these guys. I think there's multiple in here. All right. Let's double check this. Oh, there's a piece that's... Oh, I need to delete one of these. Shoot, there's 2 grab drives in there. Hold on. Or there's 2... let me see. Alright. So I need to grab the HE3 tank. Alright, click. Alright, there you go. So I need it. Yeah, I forgot to delete the HE3 tank. So I'm going to click the shield, or with the controller. Alright, controller. Select the shield. Select your buddy. Duplicate. Right, so I was tapping RB to select both of those. Tap Y to duplicate it down. Tap A to accept it. Tap LB and make sure everything's connected. Everything is. I'll delete that extra shield now. And there we go. We should be set. So that's how, oops. That's how you're able to do it with the controller. Let's move over the reactor now. Same method. Double click, make sure everything's lining up. Cool. Select the reactor. Shift click drag to select the helper buddy or helper module. Duplicate it down, double click, make sure everything's still connected. Everything is. Duplicate down. Check. Everything's good. Cool. Delete these pieces. And then we'll bring over the Daimyo's tail A. It already has 2 PBO 300 auto alpha turrets facing the back attached to it. I'm just going to duplicate all those together. And double click, make sure everything's connected. It's not. Ooh. Fine. Alright, same thing. Double click, make sure everything's connected first. Let's delete some of these buddies because this could affect the positioning too. Alright. Click, shift click drag, duplicate it down. Double click. Everything's good. Nice. So we have officially merged everything into this piece. Let's bring over a Daimyo spine A and C. And double click. Everything's good. Nice. Okay. What's next? That goes there. We have cargo here. Alright, yeah, let's just start breaking this down. So the only reason why I decided to make this into a fighter was because of this piece right here. This little collection. It's like, I said, this looks too awesome right now. I mean, I tried to put it on a freighter, and it's like, it didn't really work the way I expected to do, so let's just make it a fighter. So I merged this guy here, and if you decide, I went with my favorite weapon loadout, but if you decide, alright, I just want a bunch of focus fire type weapons on this guy, you could totally load this up. I would choose another weapon that uses like 4, like that you could put like a total of 4 quantity in here. Like the Vanguard Obliterated Auto Projector uses 6. The other item that you can use, like I would just totally load this ship with weapons. So the other option, but I mean, totally up to you if you like it or not, like that could use 6, is going to be the Vanguard Hellfire Autocannons. Of course, these are ballistic type weapons. If you choose to use it, you can definitely do that. You can place it in so many different spots. But yeah, like to me this is more of a gunship looking type build. So feel free to load it up with weapons if you want to go for purely aesthetics. I decided I'm going to stick with my favorite weapon loadout. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out to see how this is assembled. So I'm going to break it apart real quick. Yeah, that didn't break that well enough. Alright, there we go. So we're going to do this. Alright, so first thing I did, I started with a Hope 5 landing gear. I mean, you don't, if you don't want to use the landing gear, you don't have to. You can just move that, like attach these directly to it. But I said, alright, I made it work with a landing gear piece. So I decided to take the Stroud engine mount, flipped it so that it's in its bottom neutral position, so it has points on all sides. And actually this is a weapon mount, so this doesn't fit right here right just yet. So yeah, so I started out here, then I added the Hope Tech pipes and its aft orientation to the back. Alright, then I brought over the Nova Bracer. I have to glitch this in, so I duplicated this. I put it on top first, duplicated it, and then used the duplication buddy glitch to take this piece and shift click drag to duplicate it down, or duplicate it up first, which is fine. Cover that, like the duplication glitch, whichever one you use, it likes to move to an open slot first before it goes into a spot that's already taken. Alright, so there you go. So all those are attached. Then I brought over the Hope 5 landing gear underneath it, so it's attaching to the Nova Bracer here. And then to the side, I have the Nova weapon mount, and attached 2 PBO 175 auto Hellion beams to it. Then to the front, I bring over a Nova weapon mount, and then I'm going to glitch the Hope Tech thruster like into it. Merge this inside here. Now you have options. Before you merge it, if you want to say, oh, I want to put weapons here inside or on the outside of the Nova weapon mount, you can. And my first initial idea, I definitely did, but then I moved it later and said, all right, I want it on the Deimos Spine C. So totally up to you where you want to go with it. So to help with the glitching, I'm going to bring over Nova Bracer again, bring over the Hope Tech thruster to the front of that, click the Hope Tech thruster, shift click drag to collect the Nova Bracer or controller, tap RB and RB on both those modules, control G to duplicate it down, or Y to duplicate it down controller, accept the movement by tapping enter or spacebar on the keyboard, or A on the controller. And there you go, we have that whole section attached. So duplicate, or double click to make sure everything is. Bring over the Deimos Spine A and then a Deimos Spine C, and I decided to attach 2 Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projectors on top of that, or on it. So yes, I really loved how this looked and turned out. So I said, yes, this needs to be on a fighter. So that's where I went with it. Okay, so this section is done. We'll move it in later. Now let's talk about these pieces right here. We have all these pieces you need to work with. So lots of directions you can go with this part. And then we have a PBO 300 Auto Alpha turret attached to the bottom. So I'm going to start with this piece. I'm going to start in with the Nova Cowling, all right, and bring that over the other Nova Cowling 2L in the starboard 4 orientation. Start off this. I will remove this. So I'm just going for what I think is the fastest way to set this up. All right. I'm going with the fastest way where I set it up. I'm going to bring over the Caravel V103 cargo hold, right? Then I'm going to bring over the Deimos Wing A in its port orientation. Right, bring it over. Then I'll bring over the Nova Cowling 2L. Flip once or twice, flip glitch it in. click, make sure everything's connected. Everything is. Then to the bottom of this, I'm going to bring over the PBO 300 Auto Alpha Turret. I decided to have it facing inside, but totally up to you where you want to go. Alright. Then I'm going to bring over the Deimos Wing A, flip once or twice, cancel. Boom, bring over the, what's it called? Pinpoint 3G landing gear, bring it to the bottom. It's going to connect to the docker in the bottom right here. Flip glitch it in, flip once or twice, cancel. Alright, then the one that's after orientation, bring it into the, attach it to the Accu landing gear, flip once or twice, cancel. Double click, make sure everything's connected. Everything is perfect for this guy. So what I did is I'll just move the Nova thruster first. Like this was the glass embellishment that I added here. So I bring the Deimos bumper, bring it here, bring the other Deimos bumper over here, bring over the Deimos wing, flip once or twice, cancel, then select all three of these and move it to the back. So that's how I decided to do that. Put back the Nova thruster in its current orientation. Then double click to select this whole weapon on the side and bring it to the side and connect it to the Nova cowling. So that's the method that I went with it to just connect all of it in. And yeah, that's how it worked. And everything else is the same on the other side. So I'm just going to double click here, then shift click drag to select everything else. Let's see if this will connect. This might have an issue. Let's find out. Alright, so the issue it has is probably this guy sticking inside. So I'll move this out first and move over the Pinpoint 3G landing gear. Double click. So yeah, it's the same method on the other side, so do exactly the same thing. What? There. There we go, and then I'll just bring it in over the PBO 300 Alpha Turret, face it inside. Oh, I had it in more. Oh, I had it really in. Oh, I didn't realize. Alright, flip glitch that in. I had it facing inside. Then bring over the Pinpoint 3G landing gear. Let me just make sure I did the same thing on the other side too. So I had it on the inside mount. So I had it on the inside mount of this piece. So flip it to its correct orientation. Alright, that's really in there. Cool. Alright, there you go, everybody. That is your S201 Sentry. So yeah, I decided, so quick thoughts. I decided to go with two Class C engines, the best Class C engines in there, to give it the lowest amount of power that I put in engines. So that's what I wanted to try for. Of course, I'm using heavier shields, so maybe that's compensating for it, but this is a slower ship, so maybe you want faster shields or stronger, heavier shields. I mean, other options, of course, you can go with the, what's it called? 3015 engines if you want to go for speed. Let me just take a look. So how many, like in its current, I'll delete these for now. In its current setup, right, I think you need 4 of these. Even with 4 of these, you only have 85 mobility. So yeah, you probably might need to downgrade the cargo, but I decided, hey, let's try out this concept. But yeah, so I would do 4, and then it'd be, if I went with speed, I would lower the requirements on the shields to maybe something that uses only 6 power. So the Class A shield with 6 power. So that's probably the route that I would go if I wanted to make it a Class A. I mean, of course you could go Class B as well, but yeah, totally up to you guys where you want to go about it. But yeah, that's essentially the build. Oops. Bring this back into place. Cool, there it is. Hey! Alright, so yeah, slower ship, but I decided, hey, it's a Sentry, it's defending, so it's gonna be slow. We're not trying to intercept anything. Concept behind it. But other than that, let's take it for a spin. Let's take a tour first and then take it for a spin. Man, those guns look awesome. It's like they look really cool. I'm super happy with how they came out. Let's go ahead and board it. S201 and Sentry. I just called it. I have no idea why I called it S201. I just didn't want to call it Sentry. Yeah, that's it. All right, we are in the fuselage. This is the companionway's fuselage. Hope Tech. Let's go ahead to the back. We have the all-in-one hab. The Nova Galactic all-in-one hab has a nice navigation console up there. Here's the docker in the bottom, and here is our control station. So we are fully skilled up. We have a full crew that also adds additional skill enhancements to the ship. Let's go ahead and take a seat, and let's go ahead and put in our Battle Fun music. And don't forget, you can find all the parts used in this build found in the Google Sheet, which is linked in the description below. And of course, if you like this ship, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as everything does help out. Let's go! So yeah, pretty interesting. I was able to, with this loadout, or this setup, it's like, all right, let's go with the Class C engines. Let's go with the SALs. Or the SALs, what was it? 3150? I don't know. I don't know what the number is off the top of my head. But yeah, the best C-class engines in a game. But once again, you are slower. We're only going 130 here. But let's try it out. Let's go ahead and take this bad boy to Crix. Let's also increase the volume on our game. So yeah, some design concepts in this one, trying it out. But yeah, lots of room for different enhancements or customizations. So it's up to you where you want to go with it.
Nice job.
And let's go ahead and load up. We're firing away already. Someone behind us. Select it. Oh, he's boosting away. But yes, definitely a slower ship, but it has those auto turrets. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. It's firing everywhere. Easy peasy. Alright, let's take this bad boy to Serpentis. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Show up. Show up. Show up. Nope. Oh, let's go to hostile activity. Nice. Oh yeah, man. I would totally, maybe in a different setting, I'll try just loading up this guy with tons of weapons, or try to get a lot of quantity of weapons on there, see what it looks like. But those two arms, man, those arms, those wings, that looks. Let me just look at it. I want to look at it again. Oh man, that looks so good. That's, I really liked how this set turned out. All right, let's go. Dirge. But yeah, slow ship right now. I mean, you can totally make it how you customize it to what you want to make it feel like for you. But I think it's also funny that I try to make 2 freighter type ships, and all of a sudden it's like, this needs to be a fighter. It's like, I tried this concept. I want to turn it into a fighter. So, all right, type like cool freighter ships coming up soon. That's my goal. That's my goal. But this was pretty fun concept. It's like, oh, I wanted to show you. I wanted to share it. All right, guys. So let's call it a video. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let me know. But don't forget, you can find all the parts for this build found in a Google Sheet, which is linked in the description below. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as everything does help out. Beyond that, guys, have yourselves an amazing day. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out. And don't forget this. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. But yeah, sending on the hearts as well. Thank you so much for all the love and support as always. Without you, we just wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So thank you. See y'all real soon. Peace.